If you are needing game codes or anything game related, head on over to... Nah, I'm just joking. I'm not selling you FIFA coins, but use this opportunity of the video to go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you very much. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, One Star Weakfoot, and we're back after a day off. I feel refreshed, I feel renewed, and I'm about to drop another player review on you guys. So today, EA dropped some new live Europa League cards. One of the cards they dropped was this card right here, Baluta. He looks like a really fun card. I mean, his original card is a silver card, and they juiced him up all the way to an 85 rated card with some juicy stats. I mean, look at this. 95 pace, high medium work rates. He has 4-star, 4-star. He looks like he has all the stats in all the right places to be a really nice super sub. So let's look at the stats a little bit closer. He has 95 pace. That looks really nice. His shooting looks decent. 86 finishing, 95 attack positioning are the standout stats. His shot power is a little low, so I'm not sure if I like that too much. His passing looks very nice. 91 short passing, 90 crossing, 83 vision. You could technically play him as a cam if you wanted to. Like if your cam gets tired, he'd be a nice cam to bring on as a super sub. His dribbling looks insane. 99 agility, 96 balance, and oh yeah, he's 5'5", so he's going to feel lightning quick on the ball. His actual dribbling stats, though, are a little bit low. 84 dribbling, 83 reactions, 83 ball control. I'm hoping that doesn't really harm his card too much. His physical stats, I mean, they look pretty decent. 90 aggression, 88 stamina. His strength is 72, which is pretty high since he has already 96 balance. But he's 5'5", so I don't think he's going to be too strong in game. Anyways, I tested him out in Division 1. I'll jump into some gameplay right now. I'll be right back. Alright, so according to Footbin, this card's going to cost you about 15.5k to complete this SBC. I believe it's an 83 rated squad, no informs. Is he worth that money? I would have to say yes, yes, yes. I'll tell you why. Alright, so his pace is insane, honestly. He's very good at chasing down through balls, so if you're playing him on the wing, you definitely don't want to be shy when it comes to sending lob and ground through balls to him. He will always beat the defender to them. Not only that, his acceleration coming out of skill moves is A1. It's very nice, and it really makes this card very, very nice as far as, you know, a potential super sub. I would rate his pace a 10 out of 10. I haven't really tried many cards that feel faster than this card in game. Alright, so his shooting. The standout stat when it comes to his shooting is his 95 attack positioning. It definitely feels like that in game. He's always making intelligent runs in your attacking third. Not only that, if you're in the midfield, he'll make a lot of nice runs to get open, to help with the build-up play. I really, really rate his attack positioning. His finishing is solid. I wouldn't really rate it any more than that. His shot power does let him down at times, but the biggest thing that really lets him down is that if you get him into the opponent's box and he's parking the bus, he does get bullied if he's surrounded by a lot of defenders and he doesn't have any space to wiggle out of. So I did have a hard time really shooting with him in the box because of that. His passing. I would say his passing was a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect his passing to be this good, honestly. His crossing is really insane. The one assist I did get with him was a inch-perfect cross far post to George Best. He did get unlucky to not get more crosses that were assists. I mean, he delivered a lot of nice crosses. The goalkeeper just ended up saving my headed efforts off those crosses. His short and long passing was actually really good. I found that, like, I really used him as a playmaker rather than the finisher. Since he's so small, I didn't like how that he got bullied inside the box. But he's very fast on the wings. He's a really good dribbler, and his passing is really nice. Like, I was surprised. He passes like a cam. So I was using him to really build up and, like, really create chances for other players rather than to finish them. His passing, I would have to rate at a 9 out of 10. His dribbling. Alright, so the dribbling, I gotta talk about two things. Number one, he is insanely quick at accelerating out of the skill moves, like I said earlier. And he's also insanely quick at turning his body. If you like to make quick turns with your players, this guy, you know, he will not disappoint you whatsoever. Where he may disappoint you, though, is that if you sprint while doing, you know, skilling, if you sprint while dribbling with him, then he doesn't really have the best ball control. He only has 83 ball control. I found that it did let him down in some situations. However, if you don't sprint with him, if you like to dribble with him with your left stick and you want to take your time with him, he's really nice. He keeps the ball really close to his body and he turns lightning quick. So the way to use him is really not to sprint unless you have a lot of space in front of you. Because not only that, he does hit the ball pretty far in front of him. And because he's kind of weak and kind of small, he does get bullied if he hits the ball in front of him and the defender gets shoulder to shoulder to you. So the best way to use him is really to not sprint and make use out of his nice quick turns. I would rate his dribbling at an 8 out of 10. His physical stats are 80, and on paper it does look good. But like I said, he does get bullied in game. 72 strength will provide him with some strength to hold his own in certain situations. But overall, against defenders, he will get bullied more times than not. I did notice his 90 aggression, though. He was always jumping on loose balls. And he was actually a little pest when it came to pressing the opponents when they tried to play out of the back. I enjoyed that part about the card. His stamina at 88 is solid. He never needed a sub. I like that part about the card. His jumping is 74. But he's 5'5". He never won headers for me. I mean, it was actually ridiculous. So do not send any crosses or lobs to this card. He's not going to win any headers at all. So what would I rate this card out of 10? I would say I would have to rate this card at an 8 out of 10. He would make a great cam. He would make a great winger. He's very fast. He's a great passer. He's a very good dribbler as long as you're not sprinting too much with him. The only real flaws to this card is his shot power is a little low, and his physical lets him down at times. I think he would make an amazing super sub. Using him to run at tired legs would be amazing. And I really anticipate that's what a lot of people are going to do this upcoming weekend league. So what would I rate his value for money? I would have to say 10 out of 10. I mean, 15K for 85 is essentially discard price. I mean, the lowest 85 on the market is always going to be around 15K or higher. So you don't really stand to lose much by trying this card out. I'm going to compare this card to the most popular super sub of the last 2 FIFAs, which is 85 Lozano. Who's the better super sub? Well, pace-wise, they're about the same. I do not notice a difference at all. Shooting-wise, despite what the stats say, I do think Lozano has a more solid shot on him. Baluta, I just didn't really like his shot that much. But attack positioning-wise, I think he does get in better positions than Lozano does. Overall, though, I'd rather have Lozano shooting than Baluta. So I have to give the nod to Lozano. Passing-wise, I think Baluta blows Lozano out of the water. Lozano is a decent passer, but Baluta is actually a very, very good passer. I got to give the nod to Baluta. Dribbling-wise, I would say Baluta also takes the nod there. He's a very good dribbler of the ball, as long as you don't overly sprint with him, because you got to remember he's small and he can't get bullied. Lozano is more physical. He definitely wins the physical battles more than Baluta will, and he definitely has a better aerial ability. He can jump, he can win headers, and he can supply that for your team. So who's the better card? Actually, I would say it depends. If you want a cam, I would go with Baluta. If you want a winger or a striker, I would have to go Lozano. Who's a better value? It's kind of tough. They're both pretty cheap. They're about, I gotta say they're pretty equal as far as value for money. Because nobody's going to start these cards. They're always going to be super subs. It's very hard to link either one of these cards. So yeah, that's going to be my review on this Baluta card. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with hopefully a double upload. But until then, later.